Alright, greetings folks. This is the BlackWeasel, and today's my One Piece chapter viewing of chapter 904. And this has come across after a 1 week break from 903 to 5th Emperor. And to be honest, I haven't gotten around to uploading that video due to pure laziness. Plus, I got distracted with other stuff I had to take care of, so let's just get this over with. The name of the chapter is called The Entrance of the Revolutionary Army Commanders. in chapter 803, Dragon told he told Koala that to gather all those commanders again, and she said we're gonna gather all those weird people again. It was over 101 chapters ago. It's been so long, so let's get right into it. Name of the chapter. Now we're going towards the tales of the self-proclaimed Straw Hat Grand Fleet, Volume 34, the Olympus Arc. In the Standing Kingdom, the trailblazing adventurer announces his retirement. Oh, he's retired? And the king, he gets angry. What's happening? Oh, wait a minute. This is 14 pages. I just saw at the end of Japanese box. So this may be a short chapter. Anyways, the captain starts off. The chapter begins on Momorio Island, the Baka Kingdom. The revolutionaries who have lost their land standing base of Baltico and have moved the location of the leadership summit as well as their main base of operations to this land. Oh, the Drag Queen land where Sanji was training for 2 years. And Vankov says, as suspected of your bloodline, Straw Hat Boy is amazing. And I had no idea that Sanji Boy was a print of German 66. He never mentioned it at all. What a cheeky boy, Chabaru. And, oh, I see Dragon. He's here. Anyways, Dragon says, on top of that, it seems that the world government has kicked German out because of this incident. And then, Koala says, the executives sure are late. They should almost be here, but I can see a dragon. And Vakov says, Sabo, why you been laying over there so long, Chabaru? And Koala says, our chief of staff has been grinning non-stop ever since reading the news about Luffy-kun. All that grinning has made his face stiff. And Vakov gets pissed. He says, is he an idiot? And the Dende Mushi is ringing. And the person on the line says, this is Lindbergh. And then Sabo says, what's the matter? We've been waiting for you. And Lindbergh says, Sabo, we ran into a little trouble someplace nearby. And Lindbergh says, so would it be alright if we arrive a little bit later than scheduled? Sabo says, that's fine, as long as you're not in danger. Oh my god, here come all the drag queens and all the straight up, these are straight up trannies. That's what they are, all the freaks of nature. Like, you know, I try to be like Peter Pan and try to see these things as they are, but eventually I cannot lie to myself and not live in some fantasy world. This is not Neverland. This is the real world. Anyways, one of the drag queens says, haha, all the executives of the Revolutionary Army are going to be gathering here. I'm so excited. And another drag queen says, we'll be able to meet Morley-sama, won't we? Sama? When one of the drag queens says something, it means a real important person. And another drag queen says, I care more about Betty-sama. And Dragon says, Sabo, shall we finalize the plan for the operation before they get here? And Dragon says, this year's river is finally time for us. And Sabo says, it'll be declaration of war against the Celestial Dragons. Also, yo, it goes all around. A guy named Dragon is waging war against the Celestial Dragons. And when Sabo attacked the Bastille, he says his claws rend the power of the arrogant, which is crazy, which is strange to know that. Now, the scene takes place on Grand line Lucia Kingdom Port, and somebody yells out, "Help! Someone help me!" And another person yells out, "Haul in all the valuables." Another person yells out, "Where are the Marines?" And we have a character introduction of the Pink Beard Pirates, Captain Pink Beard, 50, and he has a real low bounty of 52 million. Huh. So he has an actual pink beard. That's fruity as hell. Anyways, someone's laughing. Mwahaha. Are you talking about those fill-in Marines? And somebody yells out, "Your king and the king's kingdom's strongest forces have left for the river." And oh, it's Blackbeard's pirate, and someone and Pinkbeard says, "Under the flag of the Emperor Blackbeard, I have been bestowed the name of Pinkbeard. Remember my name, cowering in fear of at the name of Blackbeard." Huh. So he works under Blackbeard. What a surprise. And so Pinkbeard's underlings are attacking in town, and this guy is crying on the ground, and he yells out, "Please stop! This is a poor town." And Pinkbeard yells out, "Kill anybody who resists." And someone is yelling out in pain. Ugh. This is a sad scene. And this girl is crying, and she says, "Oh, please spare me. The only thing of value in this town is the celestial gold that we offer to the king and the celestial dragons." And the girl says, "The entire town is barely able to make ends meet, but we still have to give them the celestial gold or we'll be killed." And Pinkbeard says, "Oh my, you have such a terrible king. But more importantly, there's celestial gold in this town. So it's gold above gold." That's like Tesoro from the movie of One Piece, film gold. Like there's gold and there's like celestial gold that's above regular gold. So it must be extremely valuable. Shiny rocks. Anyways, then the pirate yells out, "Search the town," and he slaps the girl, and she yells at him, "Kya!" And the girl says, "Hey," and somebody yells out, "Go, Marley!" And someone yells out, What?" And a ground starting to swell out, and there's a rising noise, a rise, snap, crack, and someone yells out, "Is there something underneath the ground?" And a trident pops out of the ground and impales somebody, and the person yells in pain, "Gah!" And one of the powers yells out, "What is that?" Another person says, "A large harpoon." And the guy comes out of the hole and he yells out, "Heave ho, heave ho." And this big ass giant comes out of nowhere and he says, "Heave ho, fa ha ha ha, fa ha ha." And the giant says, "Oh my, what are you staring at?" And the guy says, "Why did a giant emerge from the ground?" And he's dressed weirdly too. Yep, he's wearing nothing but undergarments. He's carrying some grenades, a trident, a helmet. He has black gloves and a patch on his arm that's supposed to represent a flower. And the giant says, "What is it? You're staring at me. Do you have a crush on me?" What? And the pirate said, "A false accusation out of nowhere." And the pirate yells out, and he's speaking like a polite, middle-aged man. And the pink beard gets pissed off and he yells out, "Fire your guns! Kill him!" And the giant sticks the harpoon into the ground, and someone says, "Wah!" And the giant yells out, "Oh, stop it, you men!" What? He kind of talks in a feminine way, like. Anyways, the pirate's yelling in pain, "Gah!" And the guy, and one of the citizens asks, do giants live on the ground?" It's the first time that I've seen one. And another person says, "Is he a marine?" And the pirates start yelling, panicking. And one of them says, "What the hell is happening? The ground is moving around like clay." And another person says, "Don't freak out. He must be an ability user." And the woman says, "So what do you want to do about this? You compliant trash." And I think the citizen says, "Huh? Trash?" And the guy says, "What do you mean by that?" And the guy also asks, "Who are you guys?" And the woman says, "We are." And she gets interrupted, and the pink beard pirates tell the captain that, "Captain, there's two more of them over there." Hold on, let me take a drink. Anyways, we have a bald headed person in a fur coat, and he's saying not saying anything. And there's some birds cawing, caw, caw. And we have a character introduction, and the person says, "Hey, wait just a second, Morley." Oh wait, this whole introduction right now, and the guy says, "I have a new invention that I've been waiting to use." And instead of waiting, you went ahead and started fighting them first. Oh. And then a guy and the pirate's underling says, "Captain Pinkbeard, those guys are." And the guy says, "Those four, normally scattered around the world." Oh, and the guy says they're members of the Revolutionary Army. I can't believe it. No commanders. So the giant is named Morley, and he says, "Hey, you still staring at me." The Revolutionary Army, West Army Commander Morley. And then Bill Betty says, "Stop making a fuss, you scum." A Revolutionary Army of the East Commander Bill Betty. And the guy with the new invention says, hey, let me try out my new weapon. The Revolutionary Army of the South Commander Lindbergh. And we have a guy, the Revolutionary Army Commander of the North, called Karasu. It's just Japanese for crow. He's not saying anything. Because, he has a beak on his mouth. So he's just mumbling. Anyways, the citizen said the Revolutionary Army, and the man yells out, "Why are the four commanders of the Revolutionary Army gathered in this town?" And Morley says, "Ooh, I must say that these men are such violent creatures." And Bello Betty says, "It must be because they have a crush on you, potato giant." And then Morley says, "No way, you think so? Gross." And Lindbergh said, "Hey Betty, can I go and finish them off?" And Karasus is mumbling, and someone yells out, "No one even answering the question." And what the hell is he mumbling about? And he got snapped, and it looks like he's really, really angry. I can see the veins on his forehead. And one of the guys says, "Huh? He got mad for some reason." Anyways, Betty says, "Now, what are you trash going to do? Will you die or will you fight? Choose your own fate." Oh, that woman's bogus as hell. She calls them trash, but while they're getting beaten to hell by pirates. But the flip side, they all need direction in some way. I mean, like, the pirates come into town, they're defenseless. That they don't have any guns. And Bello Betty says, "Do you think being a hero is someone else's duty? It could be yours." And Pink Beard starts laughing. He says, "The townspeople picked up sticks." And he says, hey, don't make me laugh. Are you planning to fight us?" And Betty says, "Lynn, Karasu, go to the other side to provide support." And Lindbergh says, "Leave it to us." And the guy says, "How in the world? Because of her rallying cheers, power is welling up inside me." Oh yeah, and there's a twitch movement in the guy's arm, and another person yells, "I'll chase the pirates out of our town." And Morley says, "That's right. That's the power of Betty's cheer fruit. With one wave of her flag, she's able to awaken the lantern power in every person. Betty is the flag bearer of freedom." Oh yeah, so she continues waving that flag while the citizens get stronger. And the pirates says, "It seems that they don't realize that getting shot is painful." And Lindbergh flies up in the air and he yells out, "Take this, cool shooter!" And he shoots he shoots these cold bullets at the pirates' guns. And the guy says, "It's cold. The guns are being covered in ice." And then the guy who gets powered up by Betty's cheers, he yells out, "You bastards, get out of here, you pirates!" And then the guy whacks the hell out of this one man with a stick, and he yells out in pain, "Gah!" And another person gets whacked by a stick, and he yells in pain, "Ow!" Anyways, Kurosu uses the power of the crows. Oh, so that's how Sabo was flying on the crows back in chapter 794. It was his doing. Like the crows was talking, and these are the same crows that are able to get newspapers. Anyways, the crows flock and fly and swarm, and the pirates are getting pissed off. One of them says, "Wah, give that back." And then the person says, the crows are taking our swords." And anyways, one of the pirates get whacked, get beaten by sticks. Another person gets beaten by sticks as well. Anyways, the scene changes, and it seems as though all the pirates have been wounded up. And then, anyways, Betty says, "Pinkbeard, he's worth 50 million, eh?" And Pinkbeard says, "Blackbeard Sama won't let you get away with this." And I think Betty says, "Unfortunately for you, he isn't the type of person to care about those serving under his flag." What? That's kind of true, because Whitebeard protected his territories while Blackbeard does not. Anyways, Betty says, "Hey, you cowardly, weak, and idiotic townspeople." And that woman's still roasting people. Anyways, the townspeople look on, and she also says the 50 million on his head is yours to claim. And the townspeople are given a slip, and the one person said, "Huh, here's the contact information for you to get in touch with the Revolutionary Army." Betty says, "You guys did a good job here. You can call us anytime. We're abandoned weaklings who want to rise up." And the townspeople start cheering for her, and she says, "Bello, Betty-sama." And Morley says, hey, everyone, what are we meeting up for this time?" And Betty says, "We're going to start a fight with the Celestial Dragons." And Lindbergh says, "That sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to it." And Lindbergh tells Karasu, "Oh, and turn on the loudspeaker, Karasu." And Karasu says, "I forgot." And the scene and the caption says, "Time until the reverie. 2 days. The many variables of this world have begun to move." Huh. They kicked their asses. But that was a charming chapter. That was a good chapter. Alright, that's the end of One Piece.